Well, hello my darlings, and welcome to day 1 of Craftmas in July 2019. Today I am going to show you how to create a fur lined iridescent 11 by 17 display case. I sure hope you'll stay tuned. For this project, you will need some Faux Snow. You will also need about 3/4 of a yard of fur. I am using these strips that I had left over from another project. You will also need a Christmas tree. I am using this one that I've had from Hobby Lobby. A Dollar Tree Christmas tree will work just as well. You will also need any embellishments of your choosing. And you will need 7 of these 11 by 14 frames. Of course, you will need your handy dandy tools. Let's get crafting. To prepare for our craft, of course, we're going to have to prepare our frames. And to do this, you're going to simply remove the clips that keep everything in place by using your cutting pliers and gently pulling these out. Now, I want to warn you, I don't know if I got a bad batch of these, but when you are removing these pins, please be very careful when doing so, because I found that the corners of mine were becoming detached. And so once you have removed all of your pins, you're going to remove everything that is inside that frame, and you're going to hold on to that black backing and reserve it for another craft during this series. Of course, once you have done that, you are going to remove your pane of glass, and then using your hot glue in conjunction with an E6000 or any permanent glue that you would like, you are going to place some streams or knobs of glue onto that ledge. And then you are going to take your pane of glass and you are going to set it back into place. Apply some pressure to make sure that your glue is engaging with the glass as well as with the frame, and then you are going to allow it to set for a few moments. Do this with 5 of your frames. Now that we have prepared all of our panes of glass, we are now going to put our box together. And I'm not going to spend much time showing you how to do this because we have created several of these boxes before on this channel. One of the things you want to remember is whatever you do on one side, make sure you repeat that same step on the other side. So as you can see here, I'm going in with my hot glue, and of course, if you are doing this at home, you will use your hot glue in conjunction with your permanent glue. And I am placing one frame outside of the other one. Now, this is where it becomes important to repeat the same process on the other side. Make sure that when you are gluing the frame on the other side, on the parallel side, that you are gluing it likewise on the outside. That way you will get your cube and all of your frames will fit securely together. Now that our box has been created, what we are going to do now is embellish our corners with our fur. And what I'm showing you here is I am using these strips that I have had on inventory for a while, but as I mentioned earlier, you could purchase a 3/4 yard of this fur from any craft store, and you can cut your strips about 2.5 inches to 3 inches wide. And all you see I'm doing here is simply going in with my hot glue, placing streams of glue on the back of that fur and adhering that fur to the corners of my box, making sure that I'm wrapping it around equally on the left and on the right. I'm going to continue this process off camera with my other 3 corners. So here we have our corners that have been lined in fur, and then I went and I took it one step further and I lined the corners inside to obscure them with some sequined ribbon. Now, here it is. I'm showing you what is going to become the base of our box, and I simply took 2 of my frames, which it was supposed to be 3, but as I warned you earlier in the video, I lost one of my frames because, like I said, I don't know if I got a bad batch, but one of my frames came apart at the corner. So to build your bottom, what you're going to do is place one of your panes of glass into one of those frames and then attach 2 more frames under it to create your base. Once you have done so, you are going to affix your box to your base by going in with a combination of your hot glue and your permanent glue. And once you have done that, you are going to place your box atop of it. Make sure that you have squared it, apply some pressure and allow it to dry. As you can see, we have some give on the left and on the right, but we are going to obscure that using our fur. So here we have our box that has been embellished with our fur on the sides as well as on the bottom. And as you can see, I have a little overlap of that fur in one of the corners. Now, I'm showing you where I also went in with that iridescent ribbon on the top bars. And to do so, all I did was measured what I needed, anchored the ends behind the fur and attached it to the bar with a stream of hot glue. And then, my darlings, the rest of this is simply embellishment, and for you to embellish it however you choose. So I'm going to clean this up and then I'll be back to show you our finished project. And here you have it, my darlings, our iridescent fur lined 11 by 17 display case. Isn't she just absolutely gorgeous? I think I would have to say that my favorite part of this project, not necessarily aesthetically, but is the fact that you could embellish this piece to your heart's content. If I had some iridescent snowflake stickers, I would have definitely placed some on the outside of my case. Or if I had some flat back pearls, I would have done the same thing also. Inside of this case, you can place, like I said, a Christmas tree. I have this acrylic one that I got from Hobby Lobby about 2 years ago, but a small Dollar Tree Christmas tree could fit in there as well, or even a small little Christmas village. Once again, my darlings, the possibilities are endless. And so if you have enjoyed today's craft, please be sure to like and share the video. I am looking forward to the beautiful things that we will be creating this season. To my Danie's darlings, I just would like to say thank you for all of the love, the comments, the questions, the suggestions. Please know that each and every one of you are appreciated. And to those of you who might not yet be Danie's darlings, we humbly suggest that you join our ever-growing community of DIYers as we learn from and craft with each other on a weekly basis. We would love to have you. And so, my darlings, before I leave you today, I'm going to leave you with the motto of our channel, which is simply this. Say it with me, my darlings. Why buy when you can DIY? And so, my darlings, until next time, I say to you, please, please, please take care of yourselves for me and know that I love you all. Bye now.
If you're impressed with what you see, feel free to like and subscribe.